I can't really be negative, can I? But if I'm being picky, first minute and the last minute and a half, we conceded, which was disappointing. But other than that, in the first 43 minutes, there wasn't a lot between the two teams other than the first and last minute. Talked to them at half time about making sure we don't cave. Can we get an early goal back? And come on out and just compete. We had the wind, we knew that was going to help us. And we got the early goal, then we got a second, then we got a third. And we were a few minutes away from doing something that's not been done in 30 years. The programme's never beaten a top 25 team in 30 years. And that's the closest we've ever come. So I couldn't be more proud. That second half performance is probably one of the best, if not the best in my coaching career, of a team I've ever coached. So credit to the women, absolutely brilliant second half. I couldn't ask for more.
Questions for Clara?
I guess obviously the early goal was probably a gut punch. It probably helped Arkansas settle in, be aggressive. When did you guys feel like you got into a rhythm and started to be a little bit more brave instead of just defending?
Honestly, I think after halftime, and also after getting like our first goal, is like, okay guys, we can actually do something here, and like we can take it at them too. And I think it was just a really gritty performance from everyone out on the field today, and we haven't seen that yet, like all coming together. So I think it was just kind of showed our like grit and our desire that our team does have.
I know there was still work to do after it happened, but personally, how does it feel to score your first collegiate goal at Oktoberfest in the stadium against the top 15 team?
It feels good. It feels good. I'd give a shout out to Ari though, because she's the one that got the header to me. So it was just an easy flick in right there. But it was a team effort ultimately.
Can you describe what was going through your mind when all that was happening? That was a lot of
like when it scored.
Yeah, it was like a lot of chaotic moments. When
I was like, okay, we're in it. Like we can get back 2 more, and then Jalen has a game of her life and comes out of nowhere and just slots both goals in. So I just think again it was the team, and we weren't giving up this time. I feel like we've dropped our heads in the past, and this time we like picked it up and said, yeah, we can do this. So we got grit.
Yeah, kind of at halftime down 2-0. I guess like kind of how are you able to keep your composure to be able to go on that 3-goal run?
I feel like it's kind of as a team, we always like Jimmy comes to the locker room and tells us our thing, and I think we're kind of like we're done with giving up, especially at halftime, because sometimes halftime has hurt us in the past. And so I feel like we all were like, this is a team. We all need to come together here, and that team is beatable, and we have it in us. And so I think just coming together, we always say togetherness. So I think just knowing we have each other's back, that's what like centers us to go out there and do it.
I think Coach Walker described the Western Michigan second half as one of the worst that he's seen in his career. Now you've gone back to back with arguably the best team in the country and then a top 15 team. Where do you think this team's, collective belief is at this point, after you guys bounce back from Western Michigan the way you have?
Well, I think it kind of gives us a boost of confidence and kind of shows us what like we are capable of, because we have a talented team, and I know that we're all hard workers. We just needed to find that little edge in us because we didn't have it in the beginning. And so I think we just need to build off here, and like you said, we can't be like be complacent or anything, and just keep building off what we have and keep going with our confidence.
Questions for Jimmy?
Yeah, I guess, how did you feel going into halftime? Because it seemed like the match balanced out, and then they stole kind of one at the end there to go 2-0. Like, how did you feel at halftime? Did you feel like your team was about ready to have a second half like that?
It felt like a gut punch, because it was like you were saying to the players, just get us into half-time, and we can readjust, because you're going against the wind in the first half, against a team that's very physical, they've got good size, good athleticism, and just get us into half-time at 1-0. So it was a good punch for us to concede the last minute of the first half when we've defended quite well for long periods against a very good team. So that was hard, but it's like you're just asking them at half-time, just going out first 5 minutes, see if we can get something, just weather the storm, because we know they're going to come after us, and we did everything we needed to do, and then we came unglued. Set piece deliveries were good, finishing was excellent, and I think the game statistics were very, very close at the end of the game. So a draw is a fair result. I'm not going to get overly carried away, but to be a 3-2 goal up and with 5 minutes to go, what was the time they scored?
Just over 5.
Just about 5 to go against a team which scores a lot of goals and very dynamic. So, if you'd have asked me before the game 3-3, I'd have snapped your hands off.
Describe kind of Clara's just, how you would describe it, but I mean, obviously in there she's in the fight, and then she finds a way to get her foot on the ball and put it in to kind of give you some give you a boost?
Yeah, she was brilliant tonight. She was absolutely brilliant tonight. And not only that, but this is a student athlete who does nursing, which is the hardest degree to do. So to be able to do that and play soccer, and she has to work all day on a Tuesday from 6 in the morning, and then she has to come out at 7 o'clock at night to a practice session with the coaches. So that's a kid who deserves that tonight for the work she puts in and the major that she's studying. And special kid, hard-working player, and she had a brilliant game tonight.
Talk us through goal number 2 with obviously the service was incredible, and then Jalen just kind of getting ahead on it on the fly is pretty incredible.
Brilliant. I mean, we moved Tori in the second half because we felt we needed a little bit more in the midfield. And to be fair, Reese came in and was immense for us defensively. She was absolutely brilliant tonight. But Tori, she made the difference going into midfield. Great ball in. Jalen, brilliant finish. I mean, absolutely rose up to head it, and what a great goal to go 2-2, and then it erupts, doesn't it? And we go get another one.
Yeah. What, I mean, describe that 8-minute surge. Like, just the stadium came alive.
Yeah.
Watching you guys kind of just, put a lot of pressure on Arkansas and pound goals all the way.
Well, that's what happens when you get, like, the start of the game, there might be 200 there, and then at the end of the game, it's like 3,000. So everybody's buzzing, aren't they, to play in front of that big crowd. And yeah, to get that third goal, I think I was on the pitch on top of the dog pile. It was brilliant. So let's go keep doing those things. It's a great moments for the team, right?
Yeah, so obviously, keeping up toe-to-toe with some of these very, very highly ranked teams, we've talked about kind of the confidence boost, but can you kind of talk about the mental toll of, like, how close these matches have been, and, how, big for the program it would have been, despite these really, really good performances, just how close and kind of how you mentally can kind of, keep your composure going forward.
Yeah, I think, like, a huge coach who's a legend used to say complacency is a disease, and I think that's what's crept in to start the season. We had a really good year last year, and I think we came back and forgot what it took to get us there, and what our identity was, which was being scrappy and competing in every game, and we came away from that a little bit. In the last couple of games, we've come back to doing that a little bit. If these guys haven't got confidence after the last 2 games against 2 of the best teams in the country, I don't know what we can say to them to give them confidence. That just shows everybody in the country that we're around and we're capable of competing at this level. And we even coming away disappointed, going, we could have won that one, we should have won that one. We weren't saying that 2 weeks ago. So, the first 3 games of the season, we never grew. We just kept, going on this cycle all the time and never got out of it. Last 2 games, it's gone from 0 to 100. It's been absolutely brilliant to see the growth, and we're learning and we're improving. If we can just keep improving our 1v1s now defensively, we're going to be a force to reckon with.
Do you think anything kind of specific happened at practice that has led to this pretty big improvement of the team, since the Western Michigan match?
I think there was a lot of truth said after the Western Michigan, whether we liked it or not. Truth to the coaches, truth to the players. We all kind of aired it out a little bit, and then you go to Duke and you play a really good game against them, and it's given everybody a lift. And that's why I was disappointed with the way we started the first half, because we came out flat the first 5. But those 2 games have given everybody a lift. We're ready. I think we've finally woken up. Welcome to the season.
I guess to Jimmy's point about if the team doesn't have a certain amount of swagger or confidence at this point, based on what you guys have done in the last 180 minutes, or something they really can say to give you any, what do you think the team feels right now after those performances? Do you think you feel more confident, you feel more belief in yourselves that you guys can do this?
Yeah, I do, and I think we have more of a camaraderie as a team too. Because when everyone puts their best effort out there, everyone works hard, and we're playing for each other and together, then people know, okay, we can do something amazing here, And I just think we need to keep growing together as a unit and keeping up with togetherness as a team and doing it. So.
Anything further?
How do you build off these successes? You have a couple more games at home before you start Big East conference play. How do you feel going into these next 2 matches, and how do you continue?
We can have 0 complacency now. The last 2 games, what we've done is we've played to the level. So we're playing against a team who's except for the last 2 games, but we've got to raise our game. We've got to stop coming out every game like it's Duke, like it's Arkansas, and playing to our standard. And don't drop the standard whenever we're out there. We know what the standard is now, the last 2 games, and we have to keep going, keep pushing, keep working hard, and finally got some. I can't remember the last time he scored 3 goals at home, especially against a top 25 team. So I think it was the Paul last year, maybe when he scored 3.
Western Michigan.
Western
Yeah.
Michigan, okay. So he's been a while, but to do that against Arkansas is unbelievable. That's a team that doesn't concede a lot of goals. So exciting, a lot to build off. But we cannot, when we get to training tomorrow, recovery, Monday, start preparing. We cannot get complacent this weekend. Everybody's got to keep doing their job. Even the players that are disappointed about playing time have to come to work Monday ready to work. Everybody's got to do their job. So
I just have 2 minutes.
That's 2 top 20 results on Oktoberfest back to back. We're going to bring it next year.
don't know. Scott is killing me this year with the schedule, by the way. So I think I might have to take that schedule over next year. But it's going to make us better. Whilst we're doubting ourselves a little bit, and whilst we're going through adversity, these games are going to make us better. And it's something we've always done. Our record doesn't look amazing, but the improvement that we're going to see because of these teams is going to make us better. The belief, like last year with St. Louis, were very good, but this year's Arkansas, that's a different level. They're very, very good team. So proud of them.
Yeah, not only does playing against some of these top-ranked teams, not only does it make your team better, but do you think there's kind of a certain sense of kind of fire added to this team? So close, but kind of the frustration of not getting the victory. Do you think that might kind of give some fire, especially coming into conference play pretty soon?
Yeah, I hope so. That's the goal. We said to them at the start of the year, we're going to play one of the toughest schedules in the country. It's going to get us ready. Just got to trust us. Got to believe in what we're doing. Trust the process. And you keep playing these teams like we've been doing, and we're rising to the level. So I don't think we'd have beaten Arkansas first game of the season, but because we've been playing those teams every week, and you're coming off of playing Duke, anybody after that is going to be. Duke's the best in the country, so anybody after that's going to be a little drop off from Duke. But yeah, it's going to make us better. As tough as it is to go home every night when you're losing, these are going to make us better, and hopefully this kickstart us to do something special this year.
And then lastly, Alyssa Zalek had some big saves again tonight. Can you kind of talk further about just how important she's been in keeping up with these top-ranked teams?
Yeah, she's brilliant. I probably don't tell her often enough, but she's probably the best female goalkeeper I've ever coached. And she keeps us engaged. You ask from your keeper, can you make 1-2 big saves per game to keep us in it? And she does it every single week. So the kid is brilliant. I don't even think she knows how good she is, but brilliant goalkeeper. And is elite when she's on the day.